Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Talos Principle 2. We completed the base game last year, but now we have 3 DLCs to play. Ooh, the laser mechanics. I like the laser mechanics. The thing loves, it is infinite. William Blake.
All right, I think that's it. The new body's ready for the transfer. How's the reassembly algorithm?
Done.
Well then, somebody just needs to go in there and disentangle the data. Ah, and here comes our expert.
Thank you for agreeing to this one, Kay. Perhaps together we can right an old wrong. When I was lost in my own grief, I spent a lot of time thinking about Hypatia and Cerebi. How they found each other, how they lost each other, and how beautiful it would be if we could reunite them. For the longest time, it was only a daydream, but not anymore. In the myth of Orpheus, the ancient bard descends into the underworld to bring back his beloved wife, who died in a tragic accident. With the power of his music, he convinces Hades and Persephone to free her. But he is told that she must walk behind him, and he must not look back at her until they have left the underworld. And so, of course, in every version of the myth, he looks back. Because he doesn't trust the gods, or because he is an imperfect man, or because he simply forgets. And death is triumphant once again. We've accepted that triumph for a long time, because we had to, because what else could we do? But the world changes, and we are not the frightened, powerless creatures we once were. Perhaps it's time to say enough, and let Orpheus complete his ascent. You will have to collect all of Cerebi's data fragments so that we can reconstruct her personality. I'll monitor you from here, just like last time.
Good luck, kiddo.
I don't know what this is. I don't know why I'm writing this. In all likelihood, you can't even read this because so little of your consciousness is left, and what's left of your battery is dying. They say it's impossible to recover you, and the backups were all destroyed. I wish we'd backed ourselves up in New Jerusalem before we left. The space was so limited, and we would have had to wait so long. Except, of course, it's nothing compared to the empty years that stretch before me now. I don't have the words to express what you mean to me. I tried to sum it all up, to say something elegant and beautiful and perfect, and I can't. Maybe it can't be said, Maybe it only exists as days and years live together. A sequence of moments bound together like a string of lights defying the darkness of the sky. I don't know. All I know is that this is not goodbye. And it may be the end of you, of us, of who I was. But I will not say goodbye. Love you forever. Hypatia. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 down that way. We have 5, 6, 7, 8 up there. And we have an unmarked direction. So of course, we go the unmarked direction way. Ah. I see. Never mind, we're going this way. We have an inverter. Aha. I see. I do that. The lines interrupt. Wait, what if I stand here? That opens the door, but that doesn't do anything. Because if I move, the door's going to reopen. As we see. If I can put it up there. No. There are no additional tools. If I do that, what does it do? Oh, never mind. I did it.
When I was born, the first thing I felt was that I was alone. Not that I was lonely, but that I was separate, singular. There was the world, and there was myself, a contained entity. And this sense of separation, of a distinct self, was delightful. Individuality itself was a source of constant joy and wonder. What could be more incredible than to be able to say, I am?
We have the first fragment. Everything's looking good on our end.
Hello, Miranda. Ah. Okay. Okay. No, not that one. That one. No. Not that one. That one.
As I grew, I realized that the more I developed this sense of self, the more enjoyable it became simply to exist. It wasn't selflessness that improved existence, but refinement of the self. When the ancients said that ego is something to set aside, they got it all wrong. Ego is something to nourish and shape. A work of art.
The reconstruction's working. Keep going, 1K. If you get stuck, I've inserted some code that might help you bypass a few puzzles. It's not the most elegant work I've ever done, but it'll do the job.
Sequence. So we're probably going to have to do this in a sequence. Okay, that opens that. That's red. Need to get there, but I do not want to see. Okay. Then I come over here and I step on this. And that worked. But I can't get over there because That closes. Oh. No, I think that's just a... Yeah, it's just an emitter for this thing to send a beam at. So, my brilliant plan did not work. Okay, that's all we had to do.
My insights into the value of the self were genuine, I think. But of course, I was completely inexperienced. In fact, in many ways, I was like a human child. So I began to resent everything that intruded on that sense of self. My social obligations to the others, the leadership of Athena and Cornelius, even the obvious limitations imposed on us by our situation. Why did I have to exist in this particular historical moment, saddled with the task of reconstructing civilization?
It is upon those we love that we must anchor ourselves spiritually in the last moments. The sense of interconnectedness with them stands out vividly by way of contrast at the very moment when our mortal connection with them is about to be dissolved, and the intertwining of our life and theirs, the living in the life that is in them, is but a part of our living in the infinite manifold of the spiritual life. The thought of this, as apprehended, not in terms of knowledge, but in immediate experience, begets the peace that passeth understanding. And it is upon the bosom of that peace that we could pass safely out of the realm of time and space. Thus are we put in training for a love which knows not sex, nor person, nor partiality, but which seeks virtue and wisdom everywhere. To the end of increasing virtue and wisdom, we are by nature observers and thereby learners. That is our permanent state, but we are not often made to feel that our affections are but tints of the night, though slowly and with pain. The objects of the affection change, as the objects of thought do. There are moments when the affections rule and absorb the man, and make his happiness dependent on a person or persons. But in health, the mind is presently seen again, its overarching vault, bright with galaxies of immutable lights, and the warm loves and fears that swept over us as clouds, must lose their finite character and blend with God to attain their own perfection. In what sense am I a Christian, then, if I care so little for dogma? In the sense that in everything that I do and think, I follow the revelation of Jesus Christ, that the greatest of all things is love. Love is the nature of God, and so equally the nature of that which was created in his image. This I have learned through the revelation that is daily life, through toil and misery and strife, and the infinite power which brings relief and joy. Thus I reject those who believe that the ordinary love of mortal beings is limited, and that it ends with death. Rather, it is through love that we perceive the immortality of the soul, for it reveals that eternity is conceivable to the human mind when it is filled with love. It is because we know that we can love another forever, that we know that we are children of God. I don't have much time left. I never thought it would end this way. Never thought I would die alone, sitting around in my apartment, wondering if things would have gone differently if we'd gotten that stupid grant. Mostly, though, I just wonder why we're not together. I still don't understand. I don't know why you had so much pain inside you. I don't know why you let it infect everything we had. I don't know why you couldn't see my love for you, why you twisted everything I said. I was angry and disappointed for so long, but now I just wish I could have found some way to make that pain go away. I would have given anything for that. I wish you were here. Vastness.
With that focus on the self, also came an enormous and increasingly overwhelming fear of death. The pleasure of existence seemed almost erased by the possibility of its ending. If it was possible not to be, if the self had an ending, even in the distant future, then how could anything have meaning? I spent far too much time imagining that last moment, the moment just before I stopped existing. How could I possibly face that?
Was Indiana Jones here? Evening, Kyle. How's it going? Love must matter to the philosopher, because it is at its core the one undisputed presence of the sublime in our lives. Even when it is failed love, unrequited love, or entirely imagined love, it is like a vast monolith towering over us, humbling, uplifting, frightening. Those who deny its presence can be safely disregarded as fools. They know it is there, they are simply afraid. But equally, the philosopher must consider But equally, the philosopher must consider that in the great matters of history, love matters not one jot. The Nazarene commanded his followers to love their enemies, but they did not, and wrote 1,000 books of excuses for this failure. Therein is revealed the purpose of the human struggle. Nice. How goes the rebirth journey, Kyle? To me, the idea that my soul, my essence, could fall in love with another being and then maintain that love unblemished for eternity seems utterly impossible. My experience of love has been catastrophe, embarrassment, and disappointment. But this is precisely why I refuse to surrender, why I choose to believe against all precedent that I will find the one for me. and that our love will last forever. You can laugh at this absurd and contradictory belief, but it will not waver. Faith is not a matter of this past, of miracles witnessed and saints observed, but of the future that ought to be written. Gotcha. Seek love in the pity of others' woe, in the gentle relief of another's care, in the darkness of night and winter's snow. In the naked and outcast, seek love there. Alright, where's our next puzzle? We're looking for puzzle 5. Uriel, what are you doing here? Alright, here we go. Puzzle 5. Chain. Okay. That gives me a pretty good hint of what's going on here. Okay, that lowers this wall. Ooh. Alright, I need a blue. Oh, I can't get to that. Okay. So I need a blue, and then I need here, 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 here. There. I think. Almost. Okay, so it chains. 1, 2. Okay. That. Nice. Okay, so what if I just do this? Okay, that swapped half of it. Indeed. Okay, that's now split in the middle. Okay, that's progress. So let's add 3 more. Almost. Need 1 more. There. Okay. So, where'd that open a door? Oh, right here. It is
back,
sitting within a hand's reach of me right now, but I have not read it yet.
I became. I really thought that I could construct my identity without any reference to the outside world. Like I could just will myself into existence. But it just didn't work. And it made me miserable. Everything felt hollow and meaningless. overshadowed by the idea of death. There was something I wasn't seeing, something I needed, but I couldn't figure out what it was.
And before we head over to puzzle 6, I just want to look around a minute, see if there's anything else hidden around here. Another barcode up there. Or I guess QR code. Never surrender the idea that you could become more than you are now. There's always another chance to grow. Cave. Hello, large security door that looks straight out of Fallout. In fact, it might be nothing more than a Fallout reference. I've already found Indiana Jones's hat and whip laying around somewhere. Interesting. Okay, puzzle 6. Equilibrium. Okay, what are we trying to do here? Okay. I think I get it. Assuming I can actually shoot through this wall. Alright, over here on the blue side, we've got... Okay, so apparently we have red shooting here. Lights everything. Ah, I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. Okay. Now, if I do this, yes. We have reached equilibrium. Each chain is the same length. Okay. All right, Kyle. Have a good one.
Everything changed when we started spending more time with each other. Do you remember that night when we found the old library in the Dead City? It was just after the stampede, and we were all a bit shaken up. Byron read to us from one of the books, and later, you and I started arguing about one of the poems. And your perspective was so different and interesting, and I just kept wanting to hear more.
Alright, puzzle 7 over here. Domino effect. Okay. Now I need blue on this one. Oh, I needed to go off that top one, not off the... Okay. Okay. That is correct there. I do... There isn't a midpoint here. I think we do this. Nope. If I do this, that works. Take a blue all the way to the end. Does that do it? No. Okay, that did it.
I never really understood the appeal of philosophers who tell us that everything is one. If everything is just a reflection of yourself, an endless hall of mirrors, there's nothing to connect with. And what I realized through our conversations is that everything beautiful happens in that space of connection between one person and another, and between people and the world. That gap between us is necessary, because without it, without separation, there can be no transcendence.
Concatenation. Alright. We can get a blue beam from over here. Do I want to get a blue beam from here? Like, yes, I do. Let's see. Just a moment. Doesn't quite push us far enough. There was a hard mode option there. And if I come in here, can I just stand here and step clear? No. Going further away change anything. I didn't expect it to. Ooh. I go here. The beam breaks itself. So what if I do this instead? Still leave that connected to those two. And then we let this one do the work. No difference. So what if we do change anything. No. Because it can't even reach the beam. It has to go through this. Doing that gets the beam to there. And if I add that to it, it makes it the exact same distance. Can't bring that one out. There are no gaps here. Can't strengthen the beam. The name of this puzzle is concatenation. So you have to cut something. Well, concatenation is adding two things together. I can't walk through that. It just drops it. Here's an idea. To go to here. And then we take you, add you to the blue, go here. Then I come over here and pick you up. And you are now talking to that one. And that one. Sitting there. There we go. There we go. We weakened the blue beam. Or not really weakened it, but lengthened it.
Once I understood that meaning comes from the interaction of the self with the world, I found it easier to be patient, to be kind. I reminded myself that other people are just like me, and nobody really knows exactly what they're doing. And the more I allowed myself to open up, the more interesting and complex our interactions became, and the more meaningful.
We have roughly 50% of Cerebai's personality matrix reconstructed.
Who'd have thought that 1K would have made such a good necromancer?
I'm the best necromancer, Melville. Okay, so there is a golden puzzle in here. That looks promising. I feel like I'm not supposed to go out here. I was correct. Can I go to that tree? That tree seems very conspicuous. Apparently not. But I wanted to visit the lonely tree. I would just notice the big floating orb in the sky. I don't know, guys. I think the orb might be important. Ooh. Causation Nexus. Alright, we got a lot of stuff going on here. If I step on this, things happen. Uh-huh. Alright, we have a box. Alright, if I come over here and step on this, nothing happens. Oh, it's okay to put this here. Jump on it, jump up. Yes, it is.
It's funny, though, when I think about it, that I still didn't know what to call what I was experiencing. I guess love seemed like a term that only applied to our ancestors, with their hormones and instincts and strange fleshy organs. Surely we were too different to experience that. And the really funny thing is that I was thinking exactly like an ancient human child, pretending I was above it all.
Incarnation. Alright, before we get involved in this one, I need to AFK for a minute. I will be right back. I'm back. Getting cold outside. I need to bring my dogs in. Okay, what was... Oh yeah, we haven't even looked at this one yet. Okay. Okay. There's a lot going on here. If this gets me somewhere. Now I need to interrupt this one. No. I need to interrupt the red one. Also no. This one. And now this one. I need to manage to interrupt both. Actually, I think I could do that over here, partially by just breaking this beam and closing this door. Now I should be able to come over here, break this beam. That opens that. Yeah. Now I need to get out. Which I do by doing this. By doing this. Yep.
What I'd never considered was that stripped of biological necessity and physical need, as well as all the strange stigmas and taboos our ancestors associated with their bodies, love might be more pure, more powerful. That we can love with fewer distractions than they could. And so the experience is all the more overwhelming. I do think we should learn to simulate some of those biological processes. Would be fun.
Cicero correctly observed that we are not born for ourselves alone. Aristotle likewise pointed out that man is a social animal. Plato's Symposium depicts characters praising the spiritual and philosophical importance of love, with Socrates arguing for the more abstract notion of learning to love the form of beauty itself, which honestly seems a little onanistic, if you ask me. Jesus placed love above all other considerations, demanding that people even love their enemies. But if we all agree that love is so important, why is love so rarely taken into consideration by the system we live in? It may seem like a naive question, but think about the sheer moral and intellectual weight behind the idea that love matters. Why is our reality so out of step with our philosophy? You wanna know the truth about love? Nobody knows what they're doing. It's all improv, man. It's 2 million years of people muddling through. Prophets and messiahs and philosophers declare that love is what it's all about, and we go, yeah, that's right. And then we try and fail, and we hurry, and we hurt each other, and we try again, and we have moments of transcendence, and then we think with the wrong organ, and we make a mess of everything, and on it goes forever and ever. Amen. And you know what the craziest part is? You can go through all that. You can go through all of that and... Okay. I'm not going to censor it. You can go through all the shit that I did, end up with a body like an old rag and a brain full of holes, and still to your dying day, you'll go, yeah, it was love. Love for my family, my friends, my music, even my fucking ex-wife. It was all about love, and every time I forgot that I was... I'm not even sure what those are, though. We'll just stop there. Breakthrough. Okay. I need to clear this side. Although, no, I can do exactly what I just did. That works. But I also have to do this one. I think also trying to connect to that one. And that one. And that. And then you also trying to connect to that. Now, where can I stand to make this work? Okay, this one just needs to move some. I don't think I need either of these. I don't think I need this one trying to connect to that. There we go.
When we started living together, I thought I'd figured it all out. Everything would be smooth sailing from now on. I still had so much to learn about love. Even for us, it's messy. You find someone who seems to be the perfect match for you, who seems necessary in your life. And then you realize all the ways in which you don't fit together at all. Because nothing in this world is perfect.
Switchboard. Okay. So I need to get a red beam through to there. I need to get a blue beam through to there. Oh, we gotta get a blue beam all the way up there. That is gonna be a struggle. If I just do that, what happens? Oh, we got two of these, okay. That. Now I need to add a blue right there. No. Okay. Let's start with the blue. I need to take a blue. Need to get it to here. I think there. Which makes the whole thing blue. Take that one. Go there. Still interrupts the top. Red here. That does literally nothing. Here. Okay, so our problem here, if I'm understanding this correctly, is from this point here, we need to go 2 steps. But we need to do that without going 2 steps. Oh no, that should still work. Let's need to... Okay, so this one grabs red, goes here. Well, I think I need more blue. That go here? At that one. I think we're good, yeah. That one felt a little more trial and error than anything.
The ancients believed that love could be eternal. But I'll admit that sometimes it seemed impossible to continue. Sometimes I thought you were unfair, or cruel, or just incomprehensible. I'm sure you thought the same about me. And I'm sure that sometimes you were right. No wonder all the ancient love songs repeat the same themes. Longing, happiness, regret, and forgiveness. I want you. I love you. I miss you. Forgive me.
I'm only an echo of the one that was me, but I am comforted in knowing that something persists. Extension. Okay, we gain access to a blue over there.
The worst thing I came to realize as I grew older is there are so many ways to hurt other people. Even without any malice, even when you're just trying to be yourself, you end up doing things that cause real harm. You can read every ethical philosopher in the world and you still won't be able to avoid it. Because that's just how we are. Our interactions with each other can't be fully reduced to some abstract system.
Oh. Data stream. Alright, green. These are not inverters, though. Ah, they're up there. Okay, so we need a red right here. We need a blue right here. And then we need a red right here. Take a blue all the way here to the end. That only gets us that far. There we go.
The fact that perfection in our interactions is impossible was a hard lesson for me to learn. For the longest time, I always thought the answer was right around the corner. And to be fair, we did learn how to live together without constantly running into problems. But gradually, I realized that the friction would never stop, because what makes us unique also makes us different. There can be no endpoint to love, no final resolution. And it's because of that imperfection that it can go on forever.
Whoa. Well, there's some chaos. Alright, I need to block some beams. Okay, that gets green to there. And now I gotta figure out how to get red to there. Alright. Now we need to get blue. Okay, blocking this one to get the green there is not what to do. We need to have green up at the top. So if we go here. You block that one. Yeah, we're getting closer. Yeah, we needed green going up top. Just need to not come back down. Okay. We want this to come over here. Block it from going across. And block it from going up there. And I think I can come over here and move this one here. Okay, I actually want this green beam going across. green going to there. This box. Block that. Yes.
There's a pattern that I noticed in all the ancient poetry that I read. Young poets would praise love as the only true meaning of life. Middle-aged poets would often disagree. They would argue that love is messy, ugly, selfish, and hard to distinguish from lust. They would mock their younger selves for thinking love so incredibly important, and look for answers elsewhere or reject answers altogether. And then, arriving at old age, they would return to the beginning and realize it was all about love after all.
Propagation cancellation. Okay, so we have a green beam, we have a red beam, and we have a blue beam. Blue beam comes from there. So I need blue beam. Doesn't help any. Oh, that needs to come in from the top. Okay. So what I need to do is take blue and go there. Take blue there. Okay, maybe I need to take green, go there. I got that. This one. I need to take blue, and it needs to go there to power that. And it also needs to go somewhere to halt the green. There, maybe? Oh. Okay, almost. Not that one. That one. Apparently no, I'll turn it right the first time. Okay. There we go.
But even love has a context, and the happiness of those who surround us can lift us up, just like their unhappiness can drag us down. As we improved New Jerusalem, things got better between us in subtle ways that affected every interaction. Our flaws never went away, but as the world around us became more forgiving, we became more capable of forgiving each other. That's why I was excited about New Alexandria.
We're almost there. Just one more file. This one may be harder to extract than the others.
Oh, and we died. I guess we need the last fragment to open that gate. Heart of Anubis. So, just a test, I need to take a blue beam. Red beam. And all the blues are lit up. Now to get the greens lit up. Alright, so probably need to cut that one too. And we need to use this one to cut some of the blue lines so that red can get through. That one. That might be it. Nope, there's still blue getting it there. Ooh, this one's hard to see. I can't jump off the edge. Probably good. I might have to draw out a map of this one. Hmm. A big sphere. See if I can just figure out some way to get the red one's power. Okay, with that we need to cut the greens that are preventing blue from working. Oh, there's another red here too. Now I need to find my other. This one. I need to power the greens and cut the reds that are keeping blue from working. I think. That's 2 greens. 2 reds, 2 greens. Okay, that blue is powered. That one is not. Oh, I did it.
When I saw the explosion coming, I knew it was the end. My end. The power plant was gone. The backup center was collapsing. The street was cracking open. And the fireball was about to engulf me. In that millisecond, I shut down every process except my mind. I turned off my audio-visual input. I rerouted all of my power, pushed my processor to the breaking point. Time slowed down. I didn't think about regret. I didn't think about death. I spent every last moment I could scrape together thinking about you.
You did it. Come to the extraction point and I'll pull you out.
This is odd. We have Sarabai's complete memory archive, but there's still some file fragments left in the system.
Well, you can look for them if you want to, 1K. I know you're always curious, but what matters is that we've got Sarabai.
I feel like I made that jump. That might mean it's impossible to make that jump. I'm gonna try again. I didn't even jump that time. Alright, I must say you can't make that jump. It feels like there should be something up there, but we'll check. Yeah, no, we're not going there. We're going in here. Okay, they're in here. It's all in here. Hystereses. Okay, powering that makes the circle over there move, I see. And it takes a long time for it to do it, too. Okay, you need to move over here. And then I need to do basically the same thing over here. Okay, the blue is never disengaging. And that's broken for the entire time the pylon is there. I think I have the idea here, but it's not breaking the beams for long enough. Ow. That opens that. And then for it to completely open, it takes 2/3 of a trip. Ah. I have no idea if that was... Well, that way actually probably didn't work. Like, this one works. But it works only if the blue beam is broken the entire time this is broken. Or broken the entire time this is working. Do that. I think this was actually the correct way to do it. No. This way somewhat works. Like, if I come over here, this will open. This will never open. Because it just shoved this out of the way instead of actually working on it. Like, I'm hearing gates disengage, so something is working. Come back to this one. See what else is over here. Step by step. Clockwork. Same problem all around. Oh, I made it through there. That ain't gonna help with the red. Let's go look at the other one. Just see if anything jumps out at us. Step by step. Yes, that opened this way. Okay, that opens that. switches. If I- Ah. I think I only need one of these. All right, guys, my brain is not working anymore. So we're going to call it here for the night. And I will be back on Thursday with more Final Fantasy 12. If I can find a way out of here. Yeah, we'll be back on Thursday with more Final Fantasy 12. Until then, I want to thank y'all for joining me. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll see y'all next time. And have a good night.